Hello everybody and welcome back to the MS Val Duisburg save, and it's still going pretty well, but my grandiose let's go optimism. My optimism of finishing in Europe got absolutely decimated in January. Let's go and have a look. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the game, and we are taking on Eintracht Frankfurt in this game, who are flying high in 5th, but we find ourselves double that in 10th with a goal difference of -2. So pretty sure we're going to be playing low block counter-attacking football next year, which is going to be great fun. I'm probably going to talk to the guy who recommended that, just to maybe tweak it a little bit and say, can we have a balanced low block? But legend, I'll be talking to you in Discord. Yeah, I mean, it feels a little bit tough, or a little bit not unfair. Oh yeah, I've got some games coming up with Cape Verde. Very excited. I actually applied for the Australian national job without even playing a game with this lot. Australia turned me down, but yeah, I mean it's a little bit because the clean sheet stuff we've got one because that was technically a competitive game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. So we have the 10 clean sheets. Just the plus 15 goal difference could be the problem here. But as you can see while we're on this page, January was an absolute nightmare. That 5-0 loss to Mainz on camera was followed by a 2-0 loss to Wolfsburg, a 2-0 loss to Bayer Leverkusen, a 0-0 draw with Werder Bremen, who aren't very good in this universe, a 1-0 loss to Union Berlin, a 2-2 draw with Borussia Dortmund, a 2-1 loss to Bayern Munich, two results that aren't actually too bad, 4-0 win over Freiburg, and we've just lost 2-0 to RB Leipzig. And we're coming back for the games against Frankfurt and Schalke. Yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough going. That January period was awful. There's no other way to say it. We have those sort of runs in us a little bit. I mean, it's here, isn't it? Yeah, in October we went on 5 without a win there. Then this was, I think, 8 without a win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we won the 8th game. Just lost to Leipzig as well. So it's going to be interesting. The rule did state that if we don't get a plus 15 goal difference and 10 clean sheets, that we then have to pay with a low block. And I'm not arguing with the rule, well I am, but I'm arguing with a little clarification in it. Do we have to play an actual low block, or can I play like a balanced line rather than a low block? I'll let you go. You can all let me know in the comment section what you think it should be for the next season, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games to score or get a positive goal difference of, we're on -2. So we need to come out with the last 9 games plus 17 goals. Don't think that's quite going to happen. But it has been a very, very good season. This is probably a bit more levelled out from, a bit unsustainable, especially when we're up here. But yeah, you know, it seems like it's all sort of levelling out a little bit now. And I think 10th, mid-table in our first season in the Bundesliga, I don't think is going to be bad. I think that's a good thing. It's just the drop-off was so severe in January that, yeah, it was a little bit annoying, really. And I haven't really got any arguments because we had a little winter break. There isn't a really heavy fixture schedule for us at the moment, and we're playing 1 game a week. We have the occasional 2 games a week, but really it's 1 game a week. So, yeah, it's really it's been tough, but we have just got promoted. January came and went. Not too much happened, but there were a couple of outs that we can talk about. So Sebastian Esposito dropped down 2 divisions to go and join Dynamo Dresden, who picked up a bit of a bargain, getting him for 825k in the end. It fell through him moving to Freiburg. So he's moved to Dynamo Dresden, 5 appearances, 1 goal and a 6.9. The fact he's not ripping up the League 3 Liga, then I'm not too worried, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, he wasn't cutting it for us, and we've cut our losses. It's still a bit of profit because we got him on a free, so not too bad. We also loaned out Caio Jorge. He went back to Brazil, and he has not played for them. So probably been injured again, I guess. Oh, no, he hasn't had an injury because his last one was with us in December. Maybe they're just not playing the games. But yeah, another one will probably look to cash in at the end of his loan, to be honest. And that was it. Nobody else left. We did have Nappy left. Did I tell you that one? Nappy went out on loan as well. I think I was mentioning something about him. 8 appearances for him, a 6.86, not too bad in the league below, but another one that we'll probably look to move on at the end of the season. On the ins, we brought in Christian Schipendi, who is sort of the Esposito replacement. He comes in on loan from Napoli, not looking too bad. The young Italian, a couple of under-21 caps in there as well, 23 years old. He's got 5 goals, 1 assist, 1 goal, 1 assist, in 5 games. Again, not setting the world alight, but I was happy to take the punt on him. We're not paying too much of his wages either. And we brought in Valentin Gomez, which is one I was very excited about. A centre-back from Chelsea who can naturally play as a ball-playing defender, which I think for next season is going to be crucial. And yeah, he's come in, 5 appearances, 1 goal, 6.76 for him as well. We are not paying anything to have him at the club, and we've agreed a deal to bring him in on a free transfer next year, which is absolutely superb. He's not the tallest at 5'11" as a centre-back, but I do think his rest of his attributes, he's only 23. I think he's going to be all right, and the worst comes to worst, flip him for a profit, which is something we love to do if you've watched the Brighton stream save, which I'm trying to figure out how I can bring that to YouTube as well and have like a live multi-stream. And I think I've figured out how. I'm just now trying to figure out the chats to line up. So yeah, but that'll be like a couple of weeks. If you're on YouTube and for some reason you can't get to Twitch, hopefully I'll be figuring that out to make that work. But yeah, comes in really highly rated, 4-star potential, 3.5-star player already. Likes big matches, is consistent, can room to improve. He's like brave, he's good at training. So yeah, looking pretty good to bring him in. But that's it. The only other one to really mention is that we have Stevan Tasic is joining someone. Who's he joining? FC Bocholt. He's leaving on a free transfer at the end of the season. And Marvin Senga is moving for 45.5k. He's tall. He did very well when we first joined the club. I think he scored a few from corners. But yeah, really not featuring at all for us this season. 1 appearance for us, 3 in the second team. So yeah, I mean, we can wave goodbye to him and let him carry on his career somewhere else, which I think is a nice thing to do, really. But yeah, overall, the goals have dried up a little bit. I think last time we came back, we had these 2 on 6, and now they're on 7 and 6. So it's a little bit disappointing. I'm also really thinking next season we do have to step away. I've been messing around with formations. So we have our 4-2-3-1, which needs a better name. We have the Liberation, which is a system I'm contemplating using next year because we don't have that many wingers. In fact, we have no wingers. We have nobody that can play here, or here because we use wing backs. So the wing backs can drop to full backs, or we sell the wing backs or something like that. But I do think we're going to have to step away from the Stingray. I think we're going to have to step away from Steve the Stingray. Maybe we can keep a similar shape, but I think the way the system plays, there's not enough penetration, let's call it, through the lines, because we have these guys running up and these guys running up. It's all very vertical and straight, and I want us to keep the ball a little bit more, which of course is hard to do on attacking, because attacking changes your mentality. If you don't know, by the way, for those that want to know, when you change your mentality, it really changes 3 things or 4 things. It changes your width, your passing directness, your tempo, and your lines. That's what it changes. It changes what your players are actually doing in this situation. So yeah, just something to keep in mind for you. And if you don't believe me, then you can look here, right? You can go, if I change this to balanced, and then put that in the middle, that goes to standard, right? And then if you change that to attacking, that now stays as standard. Oh, right, okay. Well, it used to do something. Maybe I've misunderstood that this year, but who knows? There you go. Yeah, we're on attacking, aren't we? But yes, so that's where we stand. We are 10th in the Bundesliga. We are taking on Eintracht Frankfurt today, which will be a tough game. They are 5th, 25 games played, 11 wins, 6 draws, 8 losses, 39 points. We are 25 games played, 8 wins, 7 draws, 10 losses, and 31 points. We are only 7 points off the European spots, but yeah, saying that, we're 7 points off the relegation battle as well. So, because that would be 5. In fact, we're 6. What are we? 6 points. We're 6 points. We're in 10th, but we're closer to the relegation playoff than we are Europe. Excellent. Wish I hadn't looked at that. But yes, let's get into it. We're going to go and play Eintracht Frankfurt for this one. And I think I'll pick the team and then we'll come back and go through it. All right then. So Gunnarsson in goal, Zimmer, Bregman and Gomez at the back, Dem, Roll and Colina across the three. And then Ambrose and Doyle in the middle, Shapendi and Delap up front. The team's sort of picking itself at the moment with injuries to Ritz, he can't play, and Hill, he can't play either. It's Delacroix is the one that's really missed out for Gomez coming in, but I think if we switch to a back two next year, or a back four, I should say, next year, I've got a feeling Delacroix will probably be the main player next to Gomez because Zimmer is keeping his options open, which generally means, in my mind, you're going to be sold. And that's about it. The only other really competitive place we have with the current stock available is Ribeiro or Colina, but Colina is having just a slightly better season. So that is what we're going to go for. Of course, changing formation in between seasons does mean, as Rude barks at something outside my door, it does mean that you have to have quite a lot of pre-season games to get the players used to the system, which means they don't then train well enough in pre-season or don't have enough pre-season training. Let's use home advantage for this one, please. So we are going to be a busy team in pre-season if I think about changing the shape. Now, my go-to is normally a 4-2-3-1. It is the system I like to play as a manager in real life, managing an amateur team here in Singapore and when I managed an amateur team in Bristol. But the 4-2-3-1 is generally my go-to system. I think it gives you good structure, good shape. You can be pretty fluid from it. You can ask players to sort of change what you want them to do. It's easier, I think, to change wingers in a 4-2-3-1 to ask them to then cut inside and be in sort of an inside forward sort of thing, switch your wingers around, stuff like that. So I'm leaning towards a 4-2-3-1, but I'm also thinking let's try and do something a little bit crazy. So we'll see what happens. I mean, this is a very serious save. I do want to win everything with Duisburg. I wouldn't have bought a shirt of theirs if I didn't really fancy our chances of winning everything, but at the same time it is a game, right? And you want to have fun with it, and that's what we do on stream. We have fun with the Brighton save and the Moneyball save, and the Youth Academy Challenge is the one that's a little bit more serious, where we have to make sure that we're not getting sacked and getting our players to perform the best they can. As that's 1-0. It's a lovely touch that from Chaby as he sort of just cut inside and got his shot away, but we are 1-0 down to Eintracht Frankfurt. So it was this guy here ends up scoring. So he turns his man, runs off the back of him. Dam is too busy thing. That little touch inside, and he uses Zimmer as a sort of a block, and it puts them 1-0 up with the first shot of the game. So not ideal really, as it looks like they're on a bit of a roll here. So we might have to just look to change something as they hit the post and it's cleared away. He probably should have squared that and it would have been a tap in, but Ambrose has done well there. Right, up the line to Delap. Can we look to counter? We've actually taken hard counter off a little bit here. Roll. That's not a good pass. I think what we're going to do, just based on that highlight, don't pass into space anymore. And I think we are going to take counter off, but we're going to say our goalkeeper can throw it long quickly to the fullbacks because he likes to distribute with the long throw. The other thing I'm going to do is we're going to... Oh, hang on. Let's just let the thing fast forward a little bit so we can get to opposition instructions. So, okay. So, Jonathan Tarr. Let's go. Trigger the press when you get it. We'll tackle you hard because you're a ball player. Show you onto your weaker foot. And then the guy that scored, we're going to tightly mark you. We're going to press you. We're going to tackle you hard. And keep you out on the left because you're playing as an advanced playmaker out on the left out here. And then Marmouche, we will tightly mark. Aronson will just kick really hard. And the Segundo Volante will kick really hard. And show onto his weaker foot. And then... do we want to keep them? I mean, we've got 3 centre-backs, right? So let's keep everybody on the outside if we can. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Although Marmouche is probably quite tall in the air if they're playing him up on his loan. Jumping reach 11, 6 foot. He's not the best, is he? So let's... instructions, out of possession, we want to force them outside, and I sort of invite the Crosses team to allow Crosses an effort to defend in the situation. They'll be confident in being successful and perhaps against the opponent with smaller forwards or those who prefer to play in more central areas. No, so we're not there. Probably looking to get it wide to Chaby, so we'll go with that for now. See if that makes a little bit of a difference. Half an hour gone, still 1-0 down. See, this is my worry with this system. I mean, we do need a better striker. We need a striker that can do a hell of a lot more than what we've got. Delap has been okay in the situations where we've used him, but it's been very minimalistic in terms of what he is helping produce the team. So we're going to just... Well, let's go Poacher, because Poacher, he'll just look to get on the end of everything. You're going to run up, you're going to run up, you're going to run up, you're going to run up. You guys are going to be forward anyway. You're going to support up here. You'll naturally push as a ball player and leaving Brakewoman at the back, so that's not too bad. But it's, yeah, again, it's not brilliant with how it's playing out in this game so far. A bit of encouragement maybe with a home team, so we should really be doing better. We should really be up and about a little bit more. I mean, 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal, but we've had 2 shots with an XG of 0.08. So it really has been a terrible game. I want a much better display. I'm just thinking if we use this as an opportunity to potentially use the liberation, because Gomez can run up, Dem can play there as an inverted forward. Kalina is the one that can't really do that job. But I think we should be okay, because Roll plays in there. Doyle, Ambrose is fine. Ambrose's passing is 14, vision 15. Yeah, he's a pretty decent playmaker. Brakewoman, or in fact, there we go. Brakewoman comes down here as this inverted fullback. Kalina can come off in that position to be replaced by... Now we could go super attacking and bring on Angulo, but I think we're going to go Markarov in there as the attacking midfielder, and then we'll swap you two over because Shipendi is up here. Pace 13, acceleration 13, off the ball 16, finishing 14. And Delap is off the ball 13 with a bit more pace. Oh, okay. So, no, maybe we will switch you two over. In fact, with both of them up there, we're going to go for a double advance forward. So, what we should see in this one, and hopefully I can pause it and slow it down, is that basically in the transitions, you should see Gomez push up, right? And we're going to be playing very... very narrow, basically, in this one. So Zimmer's there. So there you go. You can watch him. There goes Gomez, right? Gomez is running off to try and support the midfield as Shipendi gives it to Dem. And you see Gomez sitting higher up on in the pitch trying to get involved in the action. And occasionally, you can see your libero end up in the penalty area taking a shot. Now, I'm not too fussed about seeing him do that. But going up and supporting the midfield is huge. And you want to get this sort of 3 at the back, 1 with the libero or the ball winner, and then one of either the ball winner or the libero running on beyond. But that's a good ball in behind. Marmouche does put it over the bar though, so we're still playing this high line because we have to, with the policy at the moment of high line and high tempo attacking football. Although high tempo attacking football doesn't necessarily mean a high line, does it? So let's go for that. We're not that down by 1. The tempo is very high and we're on attack, so we are ticking the boxes we need to in terms of policy using this corner. Here is Shabby, who's got an injury now, which is good. It means we've kicked him very hard. And Marmouche missed that chance, so let's demand more. So in theory, yeah, you should have sort of Gomez running up. I'm tempted to actually change, because we don't want Zimmer making too many risks. So we'll change him just to a normal centre-back. But Gomez runs up, Roll sort of holds where he is. He's hit the bar on the rebound. Oh my word, he's put it over the bar. And they've just brought on Götze. So now now they've changed that around. You're now playing. I mean, I think we will do sort of the same. We're just going to kick. We'll just kick Götze hard and mark him and do everything the same that we are doing. Götze, I'm pretty sure is right-footed, isn't he? Pretty sure he's right-footed. Was it? Yeah, very strong right foot. Reasonable left foot, but we'll show him onto his weaker side, so we'll confirm those changes. And yes, it's a system I like, and I like the fact it has runners in different positions. I'd like to have maybe an inverted wing back in here, but I think then that would really, really overload the central midfield spots. But again, strikers are letting us down, so Shipendi off for Angulo. Tommy Doyle is knackered in the middle, so he can come off for Kista. Youngster starting to get a little bit more game time with the other injuries we've got going on. Yeah, passing 13, vision 13. Probably will be better to swap those two over. Brakeman on a yellow, not playing brilliantly. Gomez 6.5, not playing brilliantly. Let's just switch. No, Brakeman doesn't have the ability to be a libero, I don't think. Dribbling 8, no, he's not going to be good at that. So we could do Delap for Zahovic. Yeah, go on, let's bring on Luka. Let's bring on Luka and tell him to be a deep lying forward. Try and get more in. Take more risks, moving channels, hold up the ball. We'll get you to tackle harder. And we're going to get you to just go for that. In fact, Angulo, while you're up there as well, mate, get stuck in. Go and really get stuck in and take more risks. Why not? And dribble more because you're a winger. Get in there, son. Go on, give it a go. Makarov, you're not on a yellow card, so you can go and get stuck in up there as well. And let's ask you to push on a little bit. Just because we are 1-0 down, we need to try and do something in this game to get back into it. So we'll demand on there. 15 minutes to go. We've sort of rolled the dice a little bit. Dem puts it in, headed away. Luka tries to get there. Gomez will cover this one up. Zimmer into roll. There is Zimmer again. All the way back to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson to Gomez, the libero, into Kista. Kista, who's probably our weakest player on the pitch, but Zimmer picks up the loose ball. Dem. Here is roll. Ambrose, Zahovic, Makarov. Kista! Kista's in! I said he's our weakest player on the pitch, but he's got us a goal and it's 1-1. Oh, come on. His first senior goal. It was all very congested in the middle. That is one of the issues with this system, is there is literally nobody pulling wide, but it caused a bit of mayhem and Kista was there to poke it past Trapp in goal. It's an assist for Makarov as well, which was a bit of a surprise. But yeah, lovely, lovely stuff. 1-1. We are back in this game. And I want to go for the winner, to be honest. Ambrose out to Zimmer. And you can see, if I pause it there, right? So you got these two. You got basically, this is your back three. Because these guys are tucking in from the fullbacks. You got Gomez slightly pushing into midfield next to Roll, the ball winner. And then you got Kista pushing on as a... Well, he's the deep line playmaker, so he'll sit and want the ball. But then look, you've got Angulo running forward. You've got Zahovic, who's deep line forward right now, so he's going to hold his position. And Ambrose from central midfield is bombing up to get next to Angulo. So we are in a position here where we are throwing men forward, but also should be pretty solid defensively. As Roll gets on the ball, Ambrose, Makarov, it's Kista that picks it up. Ambrose into Angulo. Now he needs support, and we should be getting men forward. There's Roll. Makarov! Oh my God, good save. A really good save from the keeper. And we seem to have turned the tide a little bit here as Dem has the ball into Ambrose. Oh, I'm not too sure where he was going for there, but he definitely didn't pick out the man that he wanted, as it's being brought away by Eintracht Frankfurt. But see, I think there's potential with this system for next year. It does make the wing backs that we've bought pretty redundant in Colina, Ribeiro. Oh, hang on, they're in. Good save. Oh, Zimmer's headed it behind for a corner. Safety first in the 87th minute. I'm wondering if we just... Oh, I thought Tar was going to score. Let's just knock that down to positive. We don't need to be too crazy going forward now, but we are in a good position. Dia Mbembe into Sakiri. Chiabi. Up it goes to Borde. Borde turns and goes back. Tar on the ball. Andrio into Jakic. They're coming through. There is Ndembe trying to go around the outside. Ball in. Zimmer with a header. Gomez puts it behind for another corner. The youngster panicking under pressure. He's on loan from Chelsea and he needs to impress because we're bringing him in next year. Let's go count. Oh my God, we had a 3-on-2 and it didn't show the highlight. Luka was bringing it away and we had a 3-on-2. Dem covers well. See, Dem's all right. We've brought him in at wing back. He can actually play that inverted fullback role pretty well. Bore, good save, Gunnarsson. 2 minutes to hold on. Let's give him some encouragement. Gunnarsson, I don't mind if you want to go long with this one, and he does. We don't really have height up there, so that is always just going to come straight back to us, but they're definitely stopping us playing out. Goetze looked offside, but he was onside, and what a save from Gunnarsson again, and it's all Frankfurt now. Roll heads it away. Gomez is there. Easy catch for Gunnarsson. And, well, the highlights keep coming. Kista into Zimmer. Zimmer all the way back to Gunnarsson. We're trying to draw them out. That's not a good... Oh, it's a good tackle from Dem. He's got to get back, and that is full time. 1-1. We got right back into it at the end, but then, yeah, our only shot on target was our goal. We will take it. We will take it. We actually didn't play too badly, but yeah, I think there's some promise in that shape and that formation. I'm just Not 100% sure it's final, it's ready. And I don't know if we're at the position yet this season where we see that's now given us a bit of breathing room, right? We've played 26, they've played 26. 25, 32, is that still 7? That's still 7, isn't it? So 7 points clear with 4 games to go, I think it is. I mean, no, more than that, 8 games to go. Not sure. We are at 6 points. Like 6 points. 6 points. If Bayer Leverkusen win, it goes up to 7 points. But it's so close. It's so close. I mean, Gunnarsson's 7 saves and an 8 rating was absolutely amazing. He has been incredible for us this year. And I'm very, very surprised there's no one interested in him for £6 million. I'd be looking at him for £6 million if I was a Champions League team. I think it would be an absolute bargain. But yeah, I mean, we're lacking a bit of width in that diamond shape, but I also think there's a little bit more we can get away with. But I've been rambling on long enough in this video because I'm now watching on extended highlights to see where we can take advantage of certain things. But yeah, very good result actually, because I think getting points off anyone that's above us at this stage of the season is pretty good. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be safe. It looks like we are going to be in the Bundesliga next year, and it looks like we're going to be getting a big payout. So if we finish, let's go worst case scenario, we finish 15th, you'll get what, 30 odd million. 10th, probably around about 40 something million. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. 34 games to play. We have played, what was that, 26. So we're nearly there. Nearly there. We will come back towards the end of the season. Go and check out the votes that need your votes on the community page. I think they're pretty much all out now by the time you see this video. And then it will be which ones get to the final. And then we'll put those through and the top 2 get voted in. So thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Go and check all the other stuff. Go and link to all the socials. Discord's in the description as well. We're a very friendly little group over there. FM advice, general football chat, general life chat, all that sort of good stuff. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.